So, if you don't know what Supway is and this video is randomly recommended to you, I'm Rose, the owner of what used to be called Supway SMP, and this video was originally intended to be uploaded back in February, but a few things kinda got in the way. What you're about to see was already shown to Supway members as an exclusive Supway meeting video. The only difference is that I can include everything they saw, as I would like to keep a few things secret. Hopefully that's okay. And yes, I would say this is a bit short notice, but I promise it's still worth watching. This video should answer all your questions and more, as it will also provide information on where I've been and what's coming up next. You might also notice my skin changed quite a bit since then, but that's not important for this video. Anyways, thanks for listening, and please enjoy. Hello survivors, welcome to the first official meeting of Supway Season 2. Today, the meeting will consist of 6 key points that you must know, frequently asked questions about Season 2 and what is to come for the future of Supway. This meeting would have originally taken place on the Supway Minecraft server in December of 2023. This meeting is not made for the public, so do not share this with anyone. However, a condensed version of this may be uploaded to the Supway channel later on. Lots of work in answering every question with thorough research has gone into creating this video. With that being said, be sure to take your time and come back to this whenever you're ready. Enjoy. Over the past year, I've studied SMPs and noticed a pattern. Some succeed while others fail. SMPs often focus on competition, twist, and lore, which can sometimes lead to repetitiveness. Using one word plus SMP, excessive focus on artificial storytelling has led to a lack of originality. The SMPs end up only lasting for 2 weeks, and I feel like SMP content restricts creativity and burns out its audience due to Mr. Beastification. Basically, the pressure to constantly outdo previous content that can restrict creativity and lead to audience burnout. However, I still see potential, and many players within the SMP community have voiced similar frustrations. I believe with every challenge is a chance to learn and grow, because I enjoy HermitCraft, Life Series, Redacted SMP, LifeSteal, and etc. So, in response to these challenges, I've rebranded Supway from an SMP to a multiplayer survival server. This rebranding, still in progress, distances us from typical SMP cycles and fosters creative freedom. I'd also like to acknowledge that these mistakes I've seen from other servers is an excuse on our own, and it's a must for longevity. I've left several private SMP owner servers, reorganized the servers I've been in, and even removed the words SMP from Supway socials. Supway will no longer be bound by content restrictions. Instead, it's a space for boundless creativity and exploration. Whether you're into PvP, building, or coding, our goal isn't to be perfect, but to foster a fun community with a creative environment that captures the true spirit of Minecraft. Though, I want it to be known that that doesn't mean your content has to change to fit the definition of Supway. The world is your sandbox. You can make it what you want it to be. But nonetheless, this conversation is only getting started. Under development. Many of you know that Supway has been under development for quite some time now. I understand that the wait has been long, and I appreciate your patience. Balancing the workload has been challenging, especially for many of us juggling other projects and commitments. In the past, I've received offers to buy or co-own Supway. However, I've declined these offers as I felt they didn't align with the vision I have for Supway. My goal is to build a team that can share this vision so we can work together to bring Supway to life. So after a while of saying I'd show my progress, it's time I finally be completely transparent and show you what I've done so far. The new concept. If you've ever played old Minecraft like I did, you probably get a sense of nostalgia when you play, which is good. It brings you back to a time, a memory, that I believe personally is very enjoyable, and it makes me happy. Originally, I finished this idea back in September, or I believe October, I'm not exactly sure. And I did it. We're bringing back some of the old mechanics like breaking boats when swimming, old fog, and using old Minecraft textures. We are combining old Minecraft with the new Minecraft. But don't worry, these old textures are optional. We're also bringing back even older things like the isometric maps and much more. I feel like the old textures are a great way to make this feel more like a zombie apocalypse. I mean, look how creepy this is. Oh, wait a second. Zombies, I nearly forgot about them. In this season, we've completely removed the life system. Now, if you die, you can always come back. Except if you get killed by a zombie, that is. If you die by a zombie, you become a zombie. And if you die as a zombie, you're dead for good. There's no cure, except for one, which I will explain later because this is interesting. And I'm gonna be honest, I love zombie media. Like, that's the whole reason I started Supway to begin with. And each part of the map is important to progression and will have different levels of difficulty depending on the armor. Now, remember when I said there's only one way to cure a player? Well, every once in a while the blood moon will come out spawning zombies. This will be your one chance to revive an infected player. All this sounds awesome, right? Now, I hope you can see why Supway has taken so long. There's plenty more fun and cool things I didn't mention in this, but we're so close to being done. And with the recent help from builders in January, we're one step closer to getting there. I haven't told anyone my ideas yet because I have no one to talk to about Supway stuff right now without spoiling it to like the audience. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna tell you this now. With Supway, I plan to use like it's gonna have like a beta mixture with like modern day Minecraft texture pack. Whatever it is, it's gonna be most recent. But how it functions and how it acts and how it looks kind of feels like beta in a way without adding any mods to do that, because I already have most of the data pack for that done. That's why it's taken so long with Supway, because I've been trying to get the right feel for it. You know, I don't want to do too much, but at the same time it kind of has. But we have a huge problem. Finding those who actually want to help out has been extremely hard to find. I've tried for months asking around on Reddit, Discord, with no luck. Though my search will keep going, it has slowed production. Plus, with me trying to grow a successful YouTube channel and saving up money, the pressure to get Supway done has never been higher. I thank everyone who has been patient so far with Supway. I've made many members and many people in the Discord public server upset due to my lack of Supway leaks, poorly executed events, and silence when questions are asked. I'm actively working to improve these problems by getting a PC faster. This will help me fund Supway with more sponsors, find editors to distribute the videos on the Supway public, and etc. All I'm asking you guys for is a bit more time. I have had several ideas of when Supway will be out, but none I will say just yet. So let's move on to the next upcoming thing. Planning and executing. There's several plans for Supway Season 2 that I think you guys are going to enjoy. The sessions and scheduling will also be talked about, and so will events. Playing on the server this time around will most. Now, to get started, some of my plans are to gather everyone's schedule, listen to helpful feedback from you guys to improve the public and Discord server, and then implement those ideas so then when Supway starts, everything is where it's supposed to be. Once completed, our next step will be to run a test session. This test session will be used to fix bugs, errors, and figure out if we have enough RAM to avoid lag. Those that want events like Capture Flag will be allowed to be invited during the test session, so we may or may not see some more people. And the good news is, if everyone enjoys the session enough, I'll let it go on for a week, so then you guys can get a feel of Supway's mechanics. But just to keep in mind, the official Season 2 map will not be used, and I also won't be participating within the gameplay during your test. Also, another thing I want to mention, but this is more along the lines of you guys, I want to make sure you guys don't try to make a I survived a zombie apocalypse and just like completely scrap Supway content, because like as soon as you do that, you have no other ideas. I mean, I feel like it's very generic, and I feel like there's so much more you can do with Supway. Like, okay, maybe I'm just on a rant really quickly, but I just wanted to point this out. Like, as soon as you do that, I mean, you feel like you've seen everything, but you haven't really seen everything. Because, yeah, we have zombies, but the main focus isn't just the zombies. I feel like that's, like, one of the biggest misconceptions about Supway. It's like, you know, there's food, you know, there's other game mechanics. I mean, phase 2, there was a whole, like, other data pack just full of minecart stuff. That's all I'm gonna say, but, like, if I was to make a video on Supway and I was a member, I would not be making I survived zombie thing. Oh, and another thing to point out is like, make sure you have wild ideas. Like, just a few days back, this guy made a video on having a pet zombie. I don't know if you guys saw it. I might put it up on screen. I don't know if I will, but like, this guy is not even in a zombie apocalypse server and he does that. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, there's so many other ideas out there, and if the only thing you can think of is I survived XYZ or this, you would not be doing that with any other server, you know? Like, that only is happening because like we have zombie apocalypse stuff going on, but like, I don't know. I think my sass is coming up. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's my main point. Hopefully no one takes offense to that, but like, I just had to call it out, so. And this is also gonna sound a little bit silly, but if you look carefully on the type of if you look carefully on the type of zombie apocalypse videos that do well, it's usually 100-day videos or like Forge Lab type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So like, as soon as you tap into I survived, you're completely ruining your niche if you have any other ideas for a server. Now, if you have opinions on what I'm saying, by all means, please tell me, but like my hot take is I think it's stupid to make a I survived a zombie apocalypse on a zombie apocalypse server, because there's so many other aspects to a zombie apocalypse server than just the zombies. Like, the apocalypse, guys, I don't know. Okay, sorry, this is probably not the best example, but like a LifeSteal video or like a strength SMP, they don't just put I survived the strength SMP. You don't see them doing that. They say something like I became the strongest player, or like, I don't know, just anything else. Or like, I became the strongest zombie would be a kind of cool idea. Like, if you're going for SMP styled content, there's so many opportunities. I possess the entire server or something. Like, if you want to find really good ideas for like Supway videos, just look at Redacted SMP, okay? Like, they call their server Haunted SMP. Target what works. Don't just target it just because it's easy to see. You gotta really look deep when you're making ideas for YouTube. If you check on my channel, I don't really hone in on the zombies too much. You hardly even see the zombies in those videos, but if I was to go back and fix those, I wouldn't even say zombie. But like, okay, that is my main point when it comes to like this type of stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna let present day roast work ethic and the future. I'm gonna be honest, I want to be healthy doing Supway, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think my work ethic right now for Supway is healthy. I've been editing and scripting this video like I'm a college student with food on the table. Like, I'm saying this jokingly, by the way, but like, I need a better work ethic. And I'm gonna say this now, because this isn't very important. You have to find the right balance between your content, your personal life, and Supway stuff. I don't want you guys to get burnt out or like pressured to do anything you don't want to do. I don't want you guys to be only here because your friends are here or because you want clout, okay? Like, I'm also joking about that, but like, I just want you guys to know it's very important to me that you guys take care of yourselves and find a way to make the Supway content match your regular content. I do not want to see you guys doing it the reverse, where Supway content is changing your main content, okay? If you like doing that, go on ahead by all means, but if you see that your main content is successful, find a way to implement that into Supway, okay? Supway should not be changing what you already make on your channel. So example of like implementing this really well into your main content is SteveVlogs, for example. With his video, he made it all about coding, you know, like his Supway video. I feel like you should have honed more into that, but like, if you guys can do that with your videos and implement your main niche, your main content into your Supway videos, that would be awesome, because then you're not losing anything when you make a Supway video. It's not risky anymore. You're doing it because you enjoy it, and on top of that, you're getting the views you already get from your regular videos. So like, win-win, okay? Now, if I were to see this done with like another bigger channel in here, like Master Squid or Jamstio, I would also want them to do a similar thing that matches their regular content. Like, I don't know, Jam does challenge videos and the dwellers and all that. I'd want to see him do like a spooky dweller challenge video. Maybe it's like cinematic a little bit, I don't know. But his recent video with like the zombie stuff was really cool. And I could totally see this like working with his niche if you really tried. That's just like some ideas personally what I would do. Answering your questions. Alright, well, we're getting closer to the end of this video. Let's answer some questions you guys may have, because you guys have a whole bunch. And oh boy, this is a lot of questions. Alright, Jerry Robot, how about you go and answer all these quickly, because I'm not reading all that. There's no way.
I will back up the server to avoid world save corruptions. There will be a world border and season 2 is most likely going to go on for 2 to 3 months. Supway P2 world will still be used but in a new location on the map. Your items in the backpacks you had in P2 will be recovered. Menu vote items will be added to Supway, and I'm still working on the winners menu item to be a public download. There will be events to keep the server active and fun, and Jerry the Villager will continue to give quests just like S1P2. One of the events close to launch will be inviting boosters and winners for a few days to play with us. Note there also will be lore in the quests, but they won't ruin the game experience for those who don't care about it. Also plans to have specific lore days with lore streams.
Thank you! Yeah! Alright, see, that's why AI is great, guys. I'm kidding. Okay, now finally this question, the big one. When is Supway? Alright, so as I explained earlier, The reason the date has not been revealed is due to a list of things I need to start. Once I get a PC, more builders, and can distribute my Supway videos, only then I can give you guys a good estimate on when Supway will start. And now, finally, your story and Supways. So I want to just do something a little bit different at this part. I want to touch on the lore, because I feel like while I am trying to avoid centering the server around it like I used to, I still want to touch on some unanswered lore that wasn't solved. And I mean, hopefully in the future I can like make a video on this so people can like see how far this goes into it. There is parts of it that aren't finished, I'm just gonna let you guys know, but will probably be answered in season 2, which is letting you guys know that. But yeah, I don't think this will be solved anytime soon by the audience, but I would like to go and point it out anyway in case you guys enjoy this type of stuff. All right, anyway, let's pull game 3. So before season 1 phase 2 began, I put out 5 encrypted photos on the Supway and RoseRocket Twitter. This happened back in March of 2023, by the way. Each had their own set of numbers when downloaded, and each image showed a message that when put together would say this: when the virus hit, the smell of metal was all we knew. But the interesting fact really comes from the numbers 00, 04, 11, 12, and Q2. At first glance, it just seems like a bunch of gibberish, but in Minecraft, a few of those actually make a bit of sense. Now, if you connect these together, 5, 11, and 13 are actually in the game as music discs. But what about 00, 04, 12, and Q2? What did they have to do, if anything? Well, remember when I said that sentence about the virus hitting? Well, each of those sentences have a number next to them. When the virus hit, 11. And then the smell of metal. The smell of metal is all we knew, which is 04. Unfortunately, the trail ends there for now, because if you look carefully, in the image of 04 is Rosetta Valley, which is Rose's original town within her backstory, which is cool, you know? Hello, welcome to Supway. And in the other image, 12, if you look carefully in that one, that was Rose's most recent town in Supway Season 1 Phase 2. We have nothing else to live off of, Ito. See, look, I just made us burgers! And the most interesting part is this question alone. Who is taking these pictures? And no, it's not me. It's not Rose. It couldn't be me. I didn't know about these pictures. I'm clueless. You guys enjoyed that little fun journey into some of the Supway lore? You know, I mean, it hasn't been solved, and maybe I might solve it in my video, and I don't want to spoil it, so do what you will with that, because I thought it was cool. I don't know. Lore more clear and easier to like figure out, because I feel like who's gonna go on Twitter? Who goes on Twitter for lore? If you have any concerns or questions, please be free to ask me, but just make sure that it wasn't already answered within this video, because that would be really rude. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching, bye! Now that we've made it to the end of the video, what does all this mean for Supway? Well, my previous plan is still in the works. Supway has completed playtesting. It's coming back! Come on, go away! I'm gonna give you operator. Why? Wait, why are you gonna give him operator? Oh, okay, good.
Oh, because hold on. Because Arrow is a trustable person.
Hopefully.
Really?
The crazy. Listen, the most abusive things I do with operator is randomly spawn bats for fun to just mess people. That's the craziest thing I do, and they automatically
crazy
themselves.
I was crazy once.
They lock me in a room.
Oh wait, oh crap, they're gonna start.
Rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. I rob a room with rats, and rats make me crazy.
You know, this is what I deal with every day. My custom build PC is extremely close to completion, and with Supway no longer being an SMP, we will be taking the correct measures online to distance ourselves to create a better and brighter future. Both an upcoming website and public server has been under development for quite some time. However, I don't believe it'll be coming out anytime soon. And currently it is quite hard to say when Supway Season 2 will be back, but with the progress I've been making now that I've graduated, it is safe to say the wait won't be forever. Thank you again for sticking around, and more content will be coming soon. Bye!